when you've been friends for a long time, how to then move into starting a relationship. Which I think for a lot of people, I mean, you can see on TV a lot. It's like this whole thing of, okay, we're friends, but now we're about to be more, and we don't want to ruin the friendship. And it's like this real antsy thing, and it feels awkward and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully we can clear that up for you and help you out if you're in that kind of a situation. So, well, I'm going to jump into, I know there's two different ways to look at it. I guess I'll jump to the second half of it first, which would be if you already, starting the relationship, you both have been friends for a while, you both express your interest, you're both looking to get married, and it's like, okay, but now we're beginning this courting/dating relationship. And I don't want to kind of take all the steam out of it, but to be perfectly honest, the answer is very simple on how you do it. You keep being friends. Matter of fact, you prioritize friendship, because the one thing I want to tell you is once you become husband and wife, that's going to be the most valuable aspect of your relationship. It's the core relationship, your friendship. And it's the one thing the devil will attack once you're married. See, we improperly in our society separate friendships or the idea of friendship from romantic partner. And so we have our friends, and then we have romantic partners, people that we sleep with, often on things like that. But what you gotta understand is that your husband or your wife is supposed to be your best friend. And those relationships are supposed to start from friendship. So if you're saying, hey, we've been friends for a while and now about to be more, how does that work? Well, that's the way it's supposed to work. So don't feel this pressure of, oh, I don't know, is it going to get weird? No, this is the way it's supposed to be.
I think it's also this fear of rejection. Like we're not sure if that the person, your friend, has the same thoughts about you or the same feelings about you. It's one of the things where you have to kind of take the leap, I think. If you feel it in your heart that this is someone that you want to pursue a relationship with because of your already friendship. For us, we always advise that you consult the Holy Spirit, always, first and foremost, because he would never lead you astray. If there is a family member, a pastor, someone that you trust to guide you correctly in that, I think I would make those intentions known first to someone that can be sort of a overseer over situation. Because to kind of do that on your own, I don't care how old you are, like it's good to confide that in somebody that can give you guidance and spiritual guidance on what to do and how to approach that. Because especially like a pastor, if both of you are in the same church like we were, they know both of you, and they can hear God. They can hear from God about you, and they can kind of guide you on how to approach that.
If you try to live your life protecting yourself from all forms of no, from all forms of rejection, you're not really going to accomplish much in life. It's not the end of the world if someone doesn't feel the same way.
If the feelings are not reciprocated, you're probably trying to figure out where that person start treating you differently or weird because they know you have feelings, or where they feel awkward around you, or where they not want to deal with you anymore because they don't want, possibly crossing lines with you or something like that.
I want to say this. So let's say everything worked out perfectly. You confess feelings for each other. It's great. You've got the oversight. How do we transition into this new thing? And I just want to say, I reiterated what I was saying before. It's not really a new thing.
Yeah.
Marriage is a friendship, and that's the foundation. So continue to reinforce that. How'd you become friends? You talk and you talk and you talk. So never stop talking and keep talking.
The friendship continues and the communication continues, but it's a new level and it's a lot deeper and a lot more intimate. And you gotta kind of like be ready for some twists and turns, not necessarily bad, but some changes will come. And be careful of offense, because you might get a little put off because it's like, oh, well, I thought, but that was before. The aspect
of marriage a lot of people miss, whether they start out as friends or just kind of, it didn't start that way, is that aspect of service.
Yeah.
And that's what dials up to 11 once you get married. And so that service aspect is there. And then you keep the balance of friendship, so that in those moments where you're meeting the new aspects of them, you're meeting the new things that you're having to work out those rough edges, you're meeting this person new and fresh, you remember that friendship aspect. Because there's been times when, it just happens in every marriage where you get tired and, you don't feel like doing the thing for your spouse that you normally would do, or you're mad or you're irritated or whatever. And when that happens, the thing you go back to is, all that aside, this is still my friend.
Yeah.
And I still love them. And that can be enough. That is enough for you to go that extra mile.
And if my friend was to call me on the phone and say, hey, I need you, would you, meet that need?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where that friendship is highly important, because if you realize that you would do more for your friends than you would for your spouse, then you've lost that key to that friendship.
Always present it to spiritual guidance first before you say anything to that person, And if you sense or know that that person may have feelings for you, still approach it the right way. Go to your pastor, church leaders, parents, someone that you trust. Get some guidance, get some focus on how to do that, and then bring it to the light.
Yeah.
Bring it to the light. I'm gonna say that again. Bring it to the light. Don't do it in the dark, okay?
Yeah.
Don't keep it a secret. Don't try to hide it.
You can mess up something that's actually really good and mess it up by doing it that way. So always do everything above board in the light. Yeah, it's good advice.